discussed earlier about the relentlessness of the Dark Elf shooting phase, I fear it's only fair for me to mention the Vampire Magic phase. With the Skull Staff equipped, Master of the Black Arts, Vampire Lord, I can churn out an awful lot of healing within a turn. The skeletons are back up to full strength. The Vampire Lord was up to full strength, and still left me enough magic to magic move the skeletons into the flank of the Shades after their Battle Standard Bearer had charged out of the unit into the side of the Blackguard. These side charges gave me enough impetus to win that combat heavily and even break the stubborn Blackguard, which is the first time that's ever happened to me. The Battle Standard Bearer deserves a quick mention. He's equipped with Infinite Hatred and an extra attack through the Magic Sword, as well as the Walking Death Bloodline power, which means he himself carries a static combat resolution of 2, and he managed to kill 4 Blackguard himself, donating 6 to that combat, which was an impressive feat. However, the Blackguard escaped, as did the Pegasus Rider. So now my units are starting to spread round the table. Things look okay. Major combat like that, it's always nice to win, especially from the position it was looking before this turn. Another quick thing I've failed to mention is dice rolls in this game. At no point did Richard ever fail to rally troops that were fleeing, despite the amount of fleeing his Dark Riders have done throughout this, and the 2 units that broke their combat have rallied instantly, but that has been mitigated by the his attempt at dispelling the skeleton's magic move last turn was a 1-1. So I got the luck to win that combat after all. Well, in his turn, he's moved the Hydra out to catch that big unit of skeletons, and has destroyed something like 12 or 13 with a single flame attack down the side. That's a hell of a monster, the Hydra. Elsewhere, he's just furthered the march blocking around the right flank, and taken a wound off the Battle Standard Bearer with his shooting. Yeah. It's at this point in the report that I should offer you guys a refund. I've managed to miss a photo here from my turn 5. So this one's actually after the Dark Elf turn 5. Basically, my turn, I ran the Lord off the temple to join the big skeleton unit that was there, who I turned to avoid the rear charge from the Dark Riders. The Vampire in the other skeleton unit has run to hide in the forest away from the Hydra, who was clearly going to finish off that unit this turn. Then the Vargolf has tried to lap around and actually get involved in this half of the battle. You can just see behind the buildings the other unit of Harpies is hiding there. This turn, Richard's managed to pull off an awesome charge with 2 units of Dark Riders, one either side of my skeletons holding the Lord, and the Pegasus Rider, all piling in together. Vicious it was. I think everything managed to do a wound. Even the horses cleared off a load of skeletons, and even with the Vampire Lord himself once again killing 4 guys, he was killed with the combat resolution crumbling comfortably. I think there were still 5 wounds left to allocate once he'd died, so that was one hell of a decisive combat. Also, the Dark Elf shooting has inevitably finished off the Battle Standard Bearer, leaving me with very little left at this point. Things suddenly look as bad as they should have done a couple of turns ago before I got away with it. To be honest, last turn was probably decisive. The Vargolf failed a charge against fleeing crossbowmen, who again were to rally straight away next turn, and the vampire managed to raise some zombies in the forest. You can just about see the outline of one using a skeleton model just to contest table corners at this point. He also managed to cast a Curse of Years onto the Hydra in the hope of, I don't know, maybe killing the crew and some crazy monster reaction table result that could end up positive. Yeah, not much I can do at this point with all the main stuff dead. After the final Dark Elf turn, here we go. The Curse of Years on the Hydra still didn't actually manage to take any wounds, even at 5s. And the whole army has turned to face the Vargolf. They even managed to shoot 2 wounds off it to take half points, which was very annoying. His regeneration normally seems much more solid than it should. So yeah, the day after the battle, this is what we were looking at. It ended up a major victory to Richard. In tournament terms, roughly a 17-3. I fully deserved it. Really, I made some horrible mistakes in there. I'm getting my army list towards where I want. I felt the potential of a very, very strong magic phase. I just feel I totally mishandled it for the first couple of turns. Not using enough magic due to miscasts, my own fault running into the Hodek, and just bad planning really. Just getting my spell order right. I've got to improve that. But yeah, another great game, back and forth. Everyone loves the epic combats, even if they come about slightly stupidly. But yeah, it's the joy of Warhammer. Well, thanks to Richard for the game, and thanks to you guys for listening or watching or ignoring it as you did. Thanks everybody. Ta. Bye.